Hey guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in to this broadcast of the Wasatch Gear Review. Today we are going to preview the Sawyer Squeeze. It's a new item. I've never used it. I have never unboxed it. This is going to be the unboxing of the Sawyer Squeeze. So guys, we're going to just pop it out of the box here and see what comes with the kit. First off is the Sawyer Squeeze filter, and secondly is your 1 liter filter bag, and it looks like wrapped inside of the filter bag is your backwash syringe. Just some instructions. Basically, don't squeeze the pouch too hard. Backwash the filter more often with more force if it starts slowing down. Just gives you some general directions, which we'll go over here. I have the Sawyer Mini. I've field tested the Sawyer Mini. I will be doing a review on the Sawyer Mini soon. That's why I decided to go ahead and get the Sawyer Squeeze and start testing that out, get it out in the field, and see the differences. Now, I've heard a ton about the Sawyer Squeeze. This will fill most bottles of water up in about 30 seconds. That's how good the flow rate is on this. Here's the Sawyer Mini water filter, and here's the Squeeze next to each other, so you can see there is a size difference. There's really not much of a weight difference though, guys, to be completely honest. I wish I had my scale so I could do it. Sawyer says that this kit here is 3 ounces. I'm assuming that this is probably 2 ounces, 2.5 ounces, the Mini. But I've noticed, even though I take pristine care of this filter, I do all the recommendations, or all the recommended stuff for this, like backwashing it, using a little drop of chlorine for storing it, diluted in some water, of course, and backwashing it with the chlorine for long stays without use, and it still has slowed down. Now the Mini is a 0.1 micron absolute hollow filter, and so is the Squeeze, so it still gives the same performance in protecting you from different bacterias and cysts and stuff like that, E. coli and stuff like that. So we'll go over more in depth what it does. So here is your 1 liter Mylar, it's what is it again? Mylar foil water bag that comes with it. Now the Squeeze comes with a 1 liter, which is really nice. The Mini came with a 1/2 liter bag, which I never found a lot of use for. I've still never even used it actually, but I will use this 1 liter bag for sure. Very nice 1 liter bag comes with it. So now let's get into some specs, guys, on this bad boy. So it's 3 ounces weight wise. That's with the plunger, your Mylar foil bag, and the filter itself. I do want to point out that this was the winner of Backpacker Magazine's Editor's Choice Award in 2012, which is a pretty prestigious award to get. They do have 3 different pouch sizes that you can choose from. So they have one that's a little bigger than this, that's a 64 ounce. This is the 32 ounce, and then they have the 16 ounce. So you got a 2 liter bag that they sell, a 1 liter bag, and a 1/2 liter bag. What else, guys? The water pouch is 100% BPA free, just so you all know that. It is reusable, of course. It's just not a one-time deal. You can use it as much as you'd like, hundreds of times, so they say, before it will probably give way. One feature that I really like about this is you can take this cap off, and it does come with a push-pull cap on it, so you can leave it on your bottle and not have it leak. So I like that design. There are different ways of using this filter, just like with the Mini. You can screw the squeeze pouch onto it. So you just take the cap off to the squeeze pouch. One other thing I want to mention, guys, is there's a O-ring in here. And you do want to make sure when you're out in the backcountry, when you're taking this on and off of stuff and using it, that it doesn't stick and stay on one of your pouches and then fall off and then you lose it, because then it won't create a seal anymore. So you're going to fill this bag, of course, with dirty water, and then you're going to screw this on, pop the cap, pop the top, and you can just start drinking right out of that. This will not do salt water. It's fresh water only. Lakes, freshwater lakes, streams, rivers, ponds, rain puddles, anything like that. So definitely a nice unit. Again, guys, I think I already said this, but just to reiterate, this will fill most water bottles in about 30 seconds. We're going to test that out. I'm going to show you guys this flow rate versus the Sawyer Mini flow rate, so you guys can compare which one you want to purchase. I did get this, as crazy as it sounds, and I don't know if, in your particular area of the neck of the woods, if they're going to sell it there, but I found this Sawyer Squeeze at Walmart for 30 bucks in their camping section. Never thought I'd find a Sawyer Squeeze at Walmart, and there it was for $30, so I grabbed it. What else, guys? Let's see. The 0.1 filters 99.9% of all bacteria, such as Salmonella, E. coli, cholera, and also it does 99.9% of all, what's it called? It's a hard word. Protozoa, which is like Giardia and stuff like that. So pretty interesting. There is a lifetime warranty on this product. The only thing that the lifetime warranty does not cover is if you're out in the backcountry, right, and it's cold and the water freezes in this filter, it's ruined. If you let water freeze in here, guys, I'll repeat it, it's ruined. And their lifetime warranty does not cover frozen filters. So again, guys, you want to keep this if you're traveling, in below freezing weather, and you don't want to ruin it. You're gonna have to keep it in your pocket, close to your body, pretty much at all times, in the sleeping bag with you, when you're sleeping too. That way it doesn't freeze. So good note to remember, don't let it freeze. So anyway, another good thing that you guys know that I like is Sawyer is made in the USA. So that's another strong point for me on this filter. So guys, let's jump to the water flow test and see the difference between the Sawyer Squeeze and the Sawyer Mini. So guys, I have 1 liter of water in the Sawyer Squeeze pouch. First one we're going to try is the one that I've tested out quite a bit, and it does take quite a long time to filter water. It does it successfully and does its job exactly like it's promoted to do, but it is a slow process. So anyway, and this is cleaned. This has been backwashed. So we're gonna pop on the Sawyer Mini. You guys can see the Sawyer Mini on the bag. And now we're gonna start filtering water, guys. So you guys can see the trickle. I mean, it definitely does what it needs to do. But that's going to be a slow process right there. Especially if you got to do 2 or 3 liters. So now we'll throw on the Sawyer squeeze and we'll see what the flow rate is on that. Alright guys, now I've attached the Sawyer squeeze. And now this is the first time I've ever run water through this, so I think it takes a minute to get pouring. But once that membrane is full of water, the filter membrane, look at that guys. Look at that. There's just no comparison. It's running through without me even squeezing it. So without testing this in the field, guys, I would say I'm not even squeezing. Funny they call it the Sawyer squeeze, you don't even have to squeeze it. So I'm assuming, guys, you could hook this up to a gravity system, have a nice big bladder of water or empty bladder on the ground, right? Run a hose, which if you take this cap off, it's got a little nipple right there for a hose. You're going to attach that hose from the empty bladder on the ground to this end, and then you're just going to hang it, the bag upside down, and the gravity is going to fill the bag at the bottom, and you don't even have to do anything. I can already tell you right now, guys, even though this is just a preview of the Sawyer squeeze, this filter is going to be leaps and bounds over the Sawyer Mini. I can say that right now, just with the flow rate. That, guys, is amazing. Just for the fun, I'm going to put this Sawyer Mini back on, and I'm going to put it over the bottle without squeezing. Look at the flow rate difference, guys. I hope the camera's picking that up. I mean, a huge flow rate difference. So guys, that is the end of my preview on the Sawyer squeeze. I'm going to get it out in the field here really quick and really start going over it and trying it out in the backcountry. And I will be coming up with the review on it here shortly. I don't think it's going to take me long to figure out that this is probably the best filter I've ever used. This one anyway, the squeeze. I think I'm going to be retiring the Sawyer Mini, guys. So until next time, be safe and adventure on, everyone.